Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Crypto Plebs channel. It is your boy Jumpman, and I thought we'd do something a little different today and just talk about some of these projects and give them a proper tier listing where I think they should go. Keep it in mind, guys, this is just my opinion. You may disagree, and if you disagree, please comment. Let me know why you disagree, and maybe I'm missing something that you guys are seeing. But with that being said, let's get into this. And I'm not going to give too much of a deep dive into a lot of these tokens because I don't want this video to be like 50 minutes long or anything like that. I just want to be, real quick. Maybe some of these are some tokens that you guys are holding, and maybe you could kind of get some ideas of where I think these could go and just a general idea of how I view them. So let's see, what would be a good spot to start at? I think the bottom tier would be good. So this M, we're going to use it for movement. This is not what the token is for, but we're going to use it for M for movement. Movement is a token that is being watched by our Discord community at the moment. A certain group and an entity are buying this token. It is a EVM that's basically a cross bridge between other tokens. I'm not sure why they're doing this or what the intention is for this token, but we're watching it. And I bought a little bag just to, be on the sidelines because I like to do the things that this individual does because I absolutely love him. And I think that he got some crazy things in store for us. But, if it doesn't go anywhere, then hey, it's cool. It's just a really small allocation to my portfolio. So let's put it in the C tier for opium. Next is Exceler. I don't know what this thing is. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't think it deserves a shit tier, but it should be, I guess, right here for right now to approve itself otherwise. Solidus AI. I know a couple of my buddies that hold this token. I'm sorry, but this is just the way I view it. This thing is dead. In my opinion, it hasn't been doing anything. It's shilled by every bottom tier YouTuber that I know of. I don't like it. Maybe it could do something, but I just don't see it. Veracity, another token that is, I think, trash. It's a compared to Caspa, but I just don't think that it's anywhere near it. Arbitrum, not a fan of it. I think there's way better options if you're going to use something that can scale on ETH. Stacks, gonna have to put in this D tier. All these tokens that are scaling on the Bitcoin network, they just have not been performing well. And maybe this thing could do better, but as of right now, this is where it's gonna stay. Ape token NFT. It was a big runner up in the last bull run. We're gonna put it there for right now. I'm sure maybe they can do something. I know the mega mutant apes. They were a big thing there, but right now it's just struggling. Maybe it might move up to the C tier one day, but right now we're just going to keep it right there. Polkadot. I love Polkadot, man. It was such a big runner in the last bull run, but this bull run is just absolutely underperforming. I cannot believe it how there's just no sentiment behind this token at all. You never know. Maybe it might flip on it, but right now it got to stay right where it's at. Injective Protocol. I'm going to put this at the B tier. It's an older token, but they've done a great job of keeping themselves in the mix. Grayscale and a lot of these bigger entities are involved in it. I think they have a partnership with Ondo, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys let me know if that's right in the comment section. Next is Hyperliquid. I'm going to put this here. I'm not a big fan of it. It's humongous market cap with no big exchange listings, but I'm sure that there's something really big for this token in the long run. Next one is going to be the Graft. The Graft is going to go here in the C tier. I'm not a big fan of a lot of these AI tokens. I think that, if you're going to go with AI, you're going to have to go with the best. And with that being said, let's skip a few and put Tau where it deserves to be in the A tier. It's not performing well, but I do think in time this token will reclaim back where it should be, which is on top. Uh, excuse me. Next is going to be Tron. I'm going to put this in the C tier. I would honestly like to put this in the D tier, but they're affiliated with World Liberty Fi. Trump holds it, and it makes me think that there's something in the cards with Tron. So let's see what happens in the long run. Say, I know a couple guys that are into this. I'm not a big fan of it. The Say and Cosmo ecosystem, man, has just not been performing well. I hope that it can get it together. Seems like it's a lot of promise out there, but It's just been a lackluster. Cetus Protocol, same thing. I want to put it in the B tier, but I'm going to put it up in the front pack of C. The memes and stuff like that on the Sui network just not have been performing well. I'm hoping that this thing can make a move up into the B tier, hopefully soon. For right now, we just got to be real and we got to put it where it deserves to be. Algorand, C tier, US based crypto company, and that's the reason why I'm putting it in C. If we're going straight off of like just the project itself and ethics, it would be down here in the shitcoin section. I'm not really a big fan of it with their ties to the Clintons, but I'm able to look past things like that and actually just judge it on a fair base, and I do have it at C. Next up is Sui. Obviously, Sui is going to be a S tier. It has a lot of big backings. The Trump family's in it. Eric Trump holds it, and it's been a big performer this year. I know a lot of people when I was first invested into this thing at a dollar and even 80 cents. I like to use this as an example all the time. I was always told that this token was a VC token. It was not going to perform well, and this thing has been a game changer for myself. Next up is Aptos. Aptos is the younger brother of Sui. Both come from the Facebook founders team, and while it hasn't had the same price action as Sui, I still believe that it's maybe running a little bit behind cycle. But I do think that in the next couple of maybe years, maybe months, this token should be able to appreciate with Sui. Next is going to be Mantra. I don't know too much about it, but I know it's an RWA. RWAs are bullish. And since I don't know much about it, I got to put it at the C tier. Next is A16Z. This is my boy's favorite token. He does a lot of content on it. Shout out to Crypto Danks. And since, he's bullish on it, I'm going to put that here in the B tier. And, just in representation of him. But personally, I don't like AI agents. I think they're just glorified meme tokens that have really no use case of just sexy anime pictures and getting all these little geeks and stuff like that to drool over stuff like that. I don't really find it, catchy, but that's just me. Maybe I'm just a cornball. Next up, we have Near Protocol. Near Protocol is just like another AI token that they all do the same stuff. Put this in the C tier. Filecoin, another C tier coin. I'm a holder of it. US based cryptocurrency. And if it was not for that, it would be a lot further down. Very disappointing in the price action. From a straight chart standpoint, this thing is just absolutely horrendous. I'm rooting for these guys to make a comeback. There's so much upside to this token. And there is some information around this token that is in my Discord. So if you guys are looking for, some pretty good information on some of these tokens, please join the Discord. All right, next up we got BNB token. BNB token is gonna go here in the B spot. It's an OG, very sturdy coin. You can't take it away from what it is. I don't know what this is. We're gonna skip it. S tier for Solana, of course. That's a no brainer. Solana's just a big dog. I don't really like the chain per se because it's just involved with so much of this meme stuff. And, guys, it's really exhausting. I get it. Some people will probably gawk at that, but I'm not a fan of it, guys. But you can't take away from what it is as an actual chain. It's so much more superior than a lot of these other layer ones, and it's just a big dog in the space. Next up is the People's Coin, XRP. XRP is a big dog, man. I'm not on this train where it's going to go to $100, but I think it's going to do really good. If you guys are wanting my opinions on it, you guys can join the Discord. I'm not going to give any price predictions on this, but so right now I'm going to have to put this above, Sui for right now, and put Solana right there. Uh, I don't know, man. It's like a tie for right there, but we'll leave it there for right now. Next up is Bitcoin. Come on, guys. This was obviously going to be number one. Okay. Bitcoin's number one. It's always going to be number one. And that's just the way it is. If you don't like it, then too bad. Ondo Finance is going to be another S tier token, the king of RWAs. A lot of people were saying that this was BC coin as well. The unlocks were bad and yada 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 yada. And now it's on everybody's radar. So don't fade this coin. Radium, we're gonna put this in the B tier. As long as Solana does well, Radium will do well. Cardano, we're gonna put this in the A tier. I know a lot of people talk crap about ADA that nobody's building on there and stuff like that, and that's okay. The U.S. government's looking at this token. There's a lot of stuff that's happening behind the scenes. These two guys have partnered up, so we're gonna put them right next to each other with Cardano in front of them. Next up, we got Aave. Aave is the king of lending protocols. Guys, Aave is the big dog. If you guys are looking for a good DeFi project, we have a one that's pretty much not as big as Aave, but a little bit lower, market cap with a lot more potential growth. If you guys are looking for that pick, please join the Patreon. The link to there will be give you access to the Discord. We can get you hooked up with some good potential picks. Next is a ASI, I think artificial super intelligence. The name is kind of stupid. And for that, it's gonna go where it deserves to be, right here in this C tier. Next up, we got Avalanche. Avalanche is a token that I hold. I am super irritated with this coin, dude. It is just not performing good at all. I've thought about many times getting rid of this thing and just being done with it. But guys, I still think that this thing is holding this $25 zone for some reason that it's making me just think that look, there's something that's really in the cards for this token. You just got to be patient and hopefully, trust the process. I know the vice president holds it. I've said this in many other videos. So it just makes me think that, further down the line, something will come about. So right now, we're going to leave this here, in the B tier, at the very bottom, and we'll see what comes about. Next up is Render. Render could either go C or B. I'm going to put it in last place on B because I'm still bullish on it in the GPU partnerships with NVIDIA, yada, 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 yada. Next up is Stella Loomis. I'm going to put this on the B tier as well. It's a good pick, but I still feel like, if you're going to go with either or, it just depends on how you look at it. If you're looking for the best, XRP is going to be the best. A better, possible, potential gains would be XLM, TARS AI. I'm going to put this in B tier. A lot of hype on it right now. Uh, see what's up. Put it right here. There you go. Next up, Dare Hashgraph. Put this in the A tier. This thing went from a shit coin all the way to A tier so fast, guys. I know another coin that I was buying at 4 cents. So many people were fading. Oh man, this coin is no good. This and this and that. I love that, man. Classic. Now it's here in the A tier. Government partnerships, SpaceX. Gotta love it. Next up is Supra Oracle. Don't know too much about it, but Oracles are really pretty good. Put this in the C tier. Next up, Mantle. Put this in a D tier. Don't know too much about it. Aerodrome. I'm gonna put this in the shit tier. I don't like Aerodrome at all. I think anybody that buys Aerodrome are just people that need help. You thought. Shout out to you, Nebula. I know that's your coin. We recommended it to you. Airdrome is super bullish. A tier, the number one DEX aggregator on base. Don't fade this token. Man, we were in this thing at 40 cents, sold the top, rebought back at 70 cents, 80 cents. We're still loading up on it. I still think this thing's going to go to 3 or 4 or 5 bucks, guys. Don't fade this. All right. Polygon Matic, D tier. Very disappointing. I forgot the name of this token, but I know it is. It's a Cosmo ecosystem. Garbage. 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 All right. Next up, Ethereum. ETH, man. Look, it's no lie, man. This has been another one like AVAX, just very, 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 very annoying. Any momentum that's on this coin, it just gets killed off. Absolutely just horrendous price action, man. It's very frustrating. But, the president's holding it, he's buying it. BlackRock's buying it. There's something that's going on, guys. I think something's going to happen, and we got to put it. I don't think it deserves to be an S tier, to be honest with you. We're going to put it in the front of A. We're going to watch this really hard, but I think that, Ethereum's going to come. And when it does, it's going to be nice. Next up, we got Optimism. Optimism is a banger, bros. I know that the price action isn't reflecting on it, but this thing is an undervalued gem. If you guys are looking for a free pick that is just an easy 3 to 4x, you guys should be copying OP. Don't fade it. Base network. Remember, if Aerodrome does good, this does good. Base network, both in cahoots. All right, next up, Chainlink. Chainlink is going to go in the S tier, guys. S tier, Oracle, tokenization. Come on, guys. Put it all together. I would say out of all this right here, though, Chainlink is going to have to go to the bottom of it. There's the team likes to sell. And I don't think the potential growth return was going to be as great as Ondo and all these other ones right here, but it's still in the S tier. Last but not least, good old Caspa. Caspa. Well, if you guys know me, you know what I'm going to say, and you know where I'm going to put it. The last. It's last because I don't like the community. I don't like the way they behave themselves. Don't like the project. I'm just playing. I think the community is what actually makes Caspa, you know, a great project. There are some toxic individuals in there, just like in any other chain. That's always going to be part of crypto. There's going to be, the XRP people that are just delusional. You got the Solana degenerates that are just soul all the way. And then you have the Caspa maxis. You know, um, I was an early buyer in Caspa. I got in at sub 1 cent, made some really good money. I sold around 20 cents, damn near the top. And, I pride myself on that. I think there's going to be an opportunity to make some more money with this. I'm not sure where this thing is going to go, but, we just got to wait and see. So I'm going to be fair with Caspa because, out of just homage of, the financial gains that I made from it. But I also got to be real too. This thing is not doing good right now. So I feel like if I put it here in C tier, that is not good. But I will put it here in the last in B, with the understanding that it doesn't really deserve to be in the B tier right now. It's only there because of what it's done. It was a number one performer in the bear market, and we just got to be real. It's gone through a lot, so we can only hopeful that that this thing can make a rebound. But guys, that's it. Very different kind of video for myself. Hopefully that you guys found some amusement and entertainment from it. I didn't mean any disrespect by the Caspa, joke and stuff like that. I most definitely was a buyer and investor in it. So, guys, hope that you guys got some entertainment from this. And just remember, anything that I say is not financial advice. The whole little spiel that everybody else says. But you guys are more than welcome to join our Discord if you guys need any help. The links will be below, and you guys have a blessed day.